So last week, I believe we added the roof here. We added the side walls, also the steps on the inside. Yep, 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 yep. Oops, let me hide that. All right. So today we are going to work on doing a balcony and adding some windows. And maybe do a little sliding door here. So without further ado, let's get it on and popping. So
Hey, Kipp,
yeah,
sorry to interrupt. Can we have the sliding door where we can animate it later in Unity?
yeah,
Can
sure
we
can.
keep that in mind when we design it?
Mm-hmm, sure can. Yep, 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 yep.
No,
You
that
said
I mean,
exactly what I
because
was
you
just
know who we
thinking.
gonna be using.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Right. So
All right, cool.
normally when I do like little balconies and stuff, right, I want to make sure I do it to scale. So I'm gonna move my model up to the balcony. That way I know how much room to give it.
So we've taken our little guy upstairs. Little
Mm-hmm.
blue bang is upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Get him up there to pay some bills.
uh,
So
Wow.
once we get him up there, we're gonna manipulate this little edge here and bring this out a little bit. Right, so if you got your little person up there, so click on that second, well, that first platform, then go into edit mode and grab that front. Okay, so I'm in X-ray mode. If you're not in X-ray mode, then you can just click on this little face here if you're in face select. But if you are in X-ray mode, remember that these dots represent faces. So you can just click on the dot and it'll select the face. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So if you have that face selected, you don't really have to extrude because as you see, this piece is already kind of like looped off of the other part. But and so you're just gonna hit G and X, and then we're gonna pull that out. So it's about right here. That way we got a little bit of space for maybe two chairs, a little coffee table, all that good stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it out a little bit more, just a little bit more. So there are two ways we can put railings up here, right? We can either do an array modifier if we want to put like little banisters and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, or we can put glass up there. But as a matter of fact, we're gonna put a couple of little banisters. So what I want you to do is we are going to go into object mode. We're going to do a shift A and bring in a cube down here. I want you to move that cube up to your second floor. Don't forget to have your face project on your snap. Well, have it to snap and then snap it down to snap to the floor. What's say, CR? Okay. Keep in mind that I'm in class right now. Okay. So as a matter of fact, why don't you grab you and Autumn something to drink and grab you guys a snack. already had something to drink? Okay, when you get, okay, you're gonna get thirsty later. You don't come right to me, Dad, can I get something to drink? Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this cube, right? And we are going to go back into our snap. We're going to change that to vertex. We're going to bring it forward on the X plane, and we're going to snap it to this edge. Then we're going to hit GY on that plane and snap it right to this little edge here. Alright, so let's do a little bit of pivot movement, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go into edit mode. We're going to change to vertex select, and we're going to select this vertex right here on the edge. After you get it there on the edge, I want you to hold shift and hit S. This is going to bring up your cursor, your 3D cursor origin menu. We want to move our 3D cursor to selected, meaning that whatever face we selected, whatever edge we selected, or whatever vertex we selected. So if we do cursor to selected, as you see, the 3D origin of where you bring items in on the map has now been moved to that vertex. Because what we're going to do, we're going to change the origin point of this geometry to that vertex. So now if we go back into object mode now and we right click on the cube that we have selected, we can go down to set origin, and we want to set the origin to the 3D cursor, which now moved that, it now just moved that yellow dot that's normally in the center of your geometry all the way down to where the 3D cursor is. So now if I was to hit S to scale, it scales from that point. See that? This greatly comes in handy when, say for instance, you're putting furniture in your house, right? And you're scaling the furniture up to match your model that's in your home. Instead of scaling it from the center and then having to shift the furniture up or down, you know, to get it aligned to the floor, if you was to put this origin point like at the beginning point of like the base of the mattress or the base of a table leg or a chair leg, it'll scale from that point, as opposed to having it in the middle, then scaling it, then having to move it down to snap it to the floor, and you know what I'm saying, all of that other stuff. So what we're going to do now, if you're at this point, if you're not at this point, let me know. If you're having any difficulties, let me know. All right, good deal. Okay, cool. All right, so what we want to do now, we want to scale, right? But we want to scale on every axis except the Z axis. So once you hit S, hold shift and hit Z to subtract that that point. Now when we scale in, it starts to get a little bit everything except for on the Z. So we got that point. If by chance, okay, so say for instance you're scaling and you're scaling on the Z, right? And hold on, let me come in just a little bit closer and do this. Show you what happens when you scale when you're too close. When you scale and you're too close, it'll start doing all of this little mess right here. So make sure that when you scale from a distance. So scale and then come in. Then you'll always retain some level of accuracy. Then if you're still too close and it's still not small enough, come out again, scale, subtract the Z, and then scale a little bit more. All right, so now that you've scaled your banister down to that point, let's go into edit mode, face select, and we're going to navigate to the top right here and make sure we have that face selected. And then we want to get at a vantage point to where we're seeing how tall the banister is compared to our model, and then we're just going to hit Z and move it down and scale it a little bit to about maybe the waist of your model. If you're having trouble seeing it, go into a perspective mode like that, and then you'll be able to see it a little bit better. So yeah, it's about right there. All right. So now at this point, what we can do now, we can right click on it again while we're in object mode and go back to set origin, and we can do origin back to geometry and move our yellow dot back to the center of our geometry. And then once you do that, hold Control A to apply our transforms, and we'll do a rotation and scale. All right, so now it's time for a modifier. So we can go in here, go over here to our modifiers, and we want to do an array modifier. And if it comes in on it's going to come in on the X factor, just hit 0, put everything at 0. So now it's two of these banisters. You can't see it because the one is overlapping the other, well, they're both on top of each other. So first we will do the X factor, and since it came in on +1, we'll just type in -1 over on our factor X and move it that way. Well, might have to go maybe, let's go -2 and see. Okay, that's a good space. About right there. Then from that point, once you get that aligned in there, we can raise our count and duplicate this. About right there, about 16 of them. Now keep in mind that if I go into scale and scale that one, it'll bring them in closer. You know what I'm saying? If you scale, so be mindful of how many that you wanna put. Or you can go into edit mode and hit all, and then scale, and it'll do the same. It'll do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you're in object or edit mode and you scale it. Now let's see if I did a individual origin. See if I scale that. Nope, still do it. Yep. So that means that if I wanted to have my banisters skinnier, what I would have to do is then I would scale on the Z, bring them a little bit closer. Then I would go here to my X factor, the negative one, I think over here, and just click until I get a good distance that I want them. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep. All right. Let me know if you're having any issues, trouble, anything like that. All right. Guess we're good then. Okay, so now at this point, what we want to do is we want to duplicate this, right? So we can do Shift D, because it's gonna, now that we duplicated it, it's gonna come with the modifier attached to it. So once it's duplicated, we're gonna right click to snap it back to where it was, and we're gonna rotate on the Z by negative 90 degrees, and then then we're gonna move it by holding G and Y, I believe. Yeah, Y. And then we're gonna slightly shift this over to about the same amount is the other. You might have to eyeball it. Get it in there. About right there. And so now I can just hit my count up here. And hit my count. And go along the edge. About right there. Don't put the one at the end. Well, you can if you want to, because once we duplicate the ones over here again, we're just going to move them to the other side over there and snap them into place. All right, and if you're ready, click on your banisters on the other side, Shift D to duplicate, then tap Y to move it on the Y axis, and move it over, then zoom in, GY again, and snap it to the edge. Now for these here that didn't line up exactly, all we do is just click on those, and then we go to our factor again, and then we can stretch those out a little bit. And then let me see, what's that, 4.4, so let's go in here, and then you can type in 450 maybe. Let's see how that looks compared to over here. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's try 445. Let's try 44. 43. Then just take those, that's on your other end, and then raise your count. Let's see, 441. Let's do 42. Yeah, that's good right there. And then you have your banisters going around. All right. Now we can do a handrail. So before we do the handrail though, let's grab all of these. We're going to select these banisters, hold shift, select these, hold shift, select these, and we're going to right click and go up to convert to mesh. What that does is it takes all of your modifiers that's on all of your banisters, and it will apply them. So now, as you see now over in my window, I have no modifiers added. Then also from that point, I can hit Control J to join them all together. So now they're all one mesh. Because in order to put my handrails on, I want to be able to see these. Like if I was to hit 7 right now, right? And then I click off, I can't see my my banisters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Let's go over here to our material tab. Make sure that we have the banister object selected. And then go to our materials. And then from there, we will add a new material. And just call it whatever color you want to do, black for right now, and then go to the base color, change it to black. That way when I look now from the top, I can see them all. so what we want to do now is while we're in object mode, we want to bring in another cube, and it's going to come in right at our point that we had brought in earlier. Well, when we brought the 3D cursor over to that point, that's where your cube's going to come in at. What I want to do is I want to do the same thing that that we did before. Let's see here. Let's go into make sure we're in X-ray mode. We're going to go from material preview over to our viewpoint shading. Then look at it from the top. So now we should see all of our banister points. We are going to adjust this cube to the top of this banister here. So let's do that. So let's hit GZ, move it up. We still got our vertices selected up here. So now I'm gonna place my mouse at one of these vertices, hit GZ, and then hold Control to bring it down and snap it to place. So now my cube is on top of my banisters. I'm gonna go into edit mode now. I'm gonna take that top face, clicking on the dot if you're in X-ray mode. I'm going to get a perspective view from over here, hit GZ, and I'm going to bring this cube down to about maybe the distance of some handrails, about right there. Alright, so now at this point, we're going to come out of X-ray mode. We're going to go into face project. So from face project, we will grab this face here that's facing that wall over there. We're going to hit GX, and then move it to that face, and then hold Control to snap it, then left click to lock it in on that face. Alright. So now I'm going to grab this face over here. I'm going to go into X-ray mode so I can be able to see here and get a top view. GY to move it along. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see our. You'll barely be able to see. Well, if you go into your wireframe mode instead of the viewport shading, and then turn on your X-ray mode, then you'll be able to see all of your banisters. So if I hit GY now, I can move those in a little bit closer there, about right there. I can go to this dot here, because I know it's in the center over there. If you zoom in, you'll be able to see like a little small dot, like barely be able to see it. So you can grab that face there, GY, pull that in as well for our banister. And then grab this edge here, GX, and then snap it. Yep, there we go. It's not letting me. Come on now, don't play. Let's go down here to this one right here and hit GY. Oh, that's because I got face project on. Let's change back to vertex. And now hit GY and snap it. Oh, goodness gracious. GX, my apology, and then snap it to that edge. So now we have our banister there. I mean our handrail. Now we can also go back into our object mode, right? And we can right click on the object. We want to go set origin to geometry. That way it puts our origin back to the center of geometry. Then hit Shift D to duplicate it. Right click to snap it back in place. GY, and then move it on over here. And we want to snap it to the corner Hold up. Yeah. Yep. Snap it to the corner of this one. GY and snap. But we're getting some little issues here. Hold on one moment. Okay, so these banisters here, I messed up. Oh, I messed up. Alright, so let's fix that real quick before we even go into this. Let's grab these banisters, go into edit mode, do a face project, grab all of these here, GY, move them in some. GY, bam. Alright, cool. Alright. So now those are correct now. Yes. So now on our handrail, have it selected, go back into edit mode, grab that face here, go into our snap tool, put it back on face project, GX, and snap it to that face. Alright. So now if we go back into object mode, we can take either one of these banisters, either one here, and you can duplicate it, and then hit Y to move it on the Y axis, then hit rotate on the Z and type in 90 and flip it 90 degrees. Go into our snap tool, put it back on vertex, and then hit GX to move it forward, right? So what we're going to go down to this little edge of our banister here and hold control, snap that in place, but it's having some issues. Let's snap it to the edge right here instead. So GX, snap it to the edge, there we go. Good deal, all right. From that point, we go back into our snapping tool, go to face project, click back on our middle banister, our handrail, go to edit mode, grab this face here, and then zoom in to this banister, and I think that's going to be GY, yeah, GY. So hit GY and then snap it to that face there. Come down to this edge right here. Make sure you have your mouse on that face, then GY again, and hold control, snap it to that face, left click to lock it in. Bam. And we have our banisters up with our handrails, along with our banisters. All right. Right, any questions so far? Are you stuck somewhere or anything like that? Let's catch it back up. Are you good, City?
I'm going to do the, I'm watching what you're doing right now. I had a little issue at the very beginning that took me away from the desk for a few. So
Okay.
I've been watching it and following along.
Okay, cool. All right. Okie dokie. So we got our little patio out here, little porch.
It looks good.
All right. Okie dokie. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in some windows. So if you didn't get this part, then we can definitely move on to the windows. So we can take pieces that's already here to do our windows, right? So we can select the house itself, these two portions. As a matter of fact, let's grab this one, this one, and this one, and do a Control J and join those together if they're not already joined. Alright, so now we can go back into our edit mode, come out of X-ray mode. Alright, so since we're gonna put a sliding door here, we'll come back to that one. So what we'll do is we will focus on this one here. Alright, so we'll go to vertex select. I know some of you guys like thin windows, so we will be able to do that. So let's grab the outer vertices, shift select on all of the outer vertices in that rectangle, then hit F to fill. It's going to come in red, and it's red because the normals are flipped, which is an easy fix. Once it comes in red like that, just hit Control, Shift, and N, and it'll flip the normal. Now, if you hit Control, Shift, and N, and the normal doesn't flip, you'll see a menu pop up down here. That'll probably look like this right here. Just click the box to open, and either check or uncheck that box, and it'll flip it.
Hey, Kipp.
Yes.
I'm missing some vertices.
All right, show your screen.
See how I'm missing vertices here?
Zoom in. It looks like they are there, but there's a go into X-ray mode and zoom back and go back around to the side for me. No, to the window. Zoom in on the window that we're working at. That window right there. And now kind of shift. I mean, go up some. Oh yeah. All right. So zoom in on that right corner for me.
This one?
Yeah. And then now move everything up. Okay. So we have an issue there. All right. So go into the edge tool.
Mm-hmm.
That edge that's coming to those points, select those edges. Now hit delete and select delete edge.
I don't get when I hit delete, that doesn't work.
Oh, hit X and go to delete edge. All right, and then go to the other one up on the top of that. No, go up, keep going up, right there, that one right there. Delete that edge. All right, go back into object mode. Select the top portion of the house. Hit H to hide it. All right, so so now select this bottom portion here.
This part?
And go back into edit mode. No, I need you to go into vertex mode. All right, so what I need you to do, you see those 4 points at the top right there? Those 4 points?
These.
I need you to fill in those. Well, you don't have to fill in the top. If you navigate into the inside of the house and look at it from the back view, yeah, and zoom in on that red portion. That red portion to the left. All right. You see those? Select those.
It's crooked.
Well, we can fix that. Don't worry about that right now. So select that point, that vertex on the right, and then hold shift, and then select the one below it. All right, now pivot around to the left. Oh no, my apology. Opposite to the right. And now grab those 2 points over there and hit F and fill it. All right, good deal. Okay, so now I need you to go to the underside of that and fill that in. Pivot around to the front of the house and zoom out. and come back in again. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Just roll,
Okay,
roll, roll,
Jesse,
roll and zoom out.
I'm rolling, I'm rolling.
Make sure your mouse is in the empty area. There you go.
Okay.
All right, and then yeah, now come in from the yeah, and then pivot underneath. Remember now, your mouse will pivot depending on what you have selected.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about on where your mouse is placed at, Lola. Like, watch my screen real quick. Let me show you.
Yep.
All right, so say for instance, I'm right. My mouse is in the empty gray area. If I try to pivot, it's gonna pivot only in that area. But if I
Okay.
put my mouse on where I want to pivot, and then I pivot, it'll pivot only in that area where I have
In
that
that
mouse
area.
at.
Okay.
All right, so it looks like that gray area is filled. It looks like it. Come out of X-ray mode real quick. Uncheck X-ray. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. So it is selected. All right, so this is what I need you to do now. Check my screen real quick. So this is the area of yours that is wider than this part over here. So on those inside vertices, all those ones that's on the inside right there, I need you to grab all of those from top to bottom. Every last one of those vertices is on top to bottom. Might want to go into X-ray mode to see better.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom in to really see what what you're getting at. So like all of those that's in that line, except for that outside block. Yeah. So yep. Those up. Yep. You shouldn't have to select them like that. You should be able to just click on them while holding shift. Which you're, oh my, yeah, no, do it the way you was doing it. Yeah, that is a funny system.
Mm-hmm. It's not letting me select them like it was on the other
All right,
ones.
dragon, select with the box, man.
It went away.
Make sure you're holding shift when you do this.
I am holding shift. It's moving the whole thing.
And you're left clicking and dragging. There you go.
It was gone for a minute. Hold on.
All right, I think that's all of them. Okay, so now hold on. Now, very quickly, what I need you to do is host. Stop right there. Don't pivot nowhere
Yep.
else. Press C on your keyboard. I need you to take this circle over to the vertices that's on the left, on the far left, right there. Oh yeah, right there, and click and unselect those vertices at the top. Click on them.
These ones here?
Yep. And, all right, good. And then the one at the bottom, and then the one underneath that. Your my bad, not click. Middle mouse wheel. Click. Hold the middle mouse wheel and go over those, and go over that one right there. All right, good deal. What that does is brings up a circle for you to unselect stuff. Now, right click. All right. Now, give me a top view. All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put your mouse over there on the vertices to your left, and you're going to hit, I think, GY. Oh no, X. Tap X instead. Now hold Control. Left click to lock it in. Good deal. Okay, good deal. There you go. All
All
right.
better.
Yep. All right, cool. Okay, so now with you want to get out of X-ray mode. You want to select those four vertices that's in front of you that's facing out for the window. That's at the window. Make sure you only have one of them selected, because when you're selecting like that, there's a good possibility. See, you selected all of them. So C, hold C. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, you can do it like that instead. Yeah, okay. Then those at the bottom. Then F to fill it. Good deal. And the normals are not even flipped. Good deal. All right, so now pivot around to the inside and do the same thing for the inside. Mhm. Good deal, good deal, good deal, and fill it. All right, so now make sure, while if you're in face select, switch to face select and pivot round to the front, hold shift and select the one and select those faces in front, well, that face in front. All right, and hit P on your keyboard to separate it by selection. Good deal. All right, so now what we just did, we're going to do that to the next three windows that's on the right hand side of your building.
Mhm.
All right, so and you don't have to separate them all at once. You can just do how I'm doing and just fill in all of the ones on the outside, then go to the ones on the inside and fill those in as well.
Where you
Say again. You're good. You're good, City. You're good. You're good. And let me know. You're okay. You are okay.
No, I'm not. Do you see what's missing?
What's missing?
There's my entire roof.
Don't worry about the roof right now. Don't worry about the roof. If you want to, your roof is right. Your roof is cube 4. See over in your hierarchy to your right. That's cube 4. Go down. It's hidden right now. Just click the eyeball to the right.
Okay, but my tops of my windows were missing. Are they supposed to be?
That's how mine's are too. See?
Oh, but your roof is there, so you see them. I see what you're seeing. Okay, never mind. I get it. So I filled the top because I thought it was missing.
Oh no, don't even. Just you don't need those tops, because all they're gonna do is just give you reverse normals. And if you have a normal that's facing on the inside, you're gonna get Z fighting on the inside of your window. So don't worry about the
Okay.
tops of them.
I get it.
All right, so make sure that your normals are flipped as well. I think it's this window, this window, this window, this one, and this one. Then hit P to separate them. Go turn the alarm on. See, you got one. Yeah, you want to fix that. So, yeah,
You think?
you want to fix that, cause.
All right, so they're all highlighted.
All right.
They're all highlighted, but then when I hit fill, it goes sideways.
Oh no! Because you only do the outside. You fill the outside, then fill the inside. See, you got everything highlighted, even on the inside of the room. You wanna create a plane on the outside first and fill it.
I thought we did the other one differently. I thought we did it and then separated it.
Oh no
I
no no.
misunderstood.
And now reverse on the inside. It's just different structures of the way that they're constructed. You'll do windows differently. And then you'll develop your own methods as you start building more of how you do windows.
Oh, amazing too. Now, both of them need the normals flipped?
Yes. So make sure you're in face select. Well, as a matter of fact, don't worry about flipping the normals just yet. Just fill in all of your windows. Do your last one. Yep, yep, yep. And then we'll put a. I think we'll put a siding up on here or something like that later. Even though it's not looking exactly like that because that's not even correct with the way that their porch looks in the picture. So yeah, we have to do a little improvising. All right, and okay, so before you flip your normals, right? Let's just go ahead and separate this because I don't want you to get confused. So go into face select and then grab all the faces to the red in your windows. Shift selecting those faces. No, that's not flipped. That's not flipped. That one's not flipped. Undo. If you notice, see on the inside it's not flipped. All right, so
Oh, just the inside of this one and the outside of the
yep, yep. Then Control Shift in. Well, hold on, wait a minute. Oh my God, I'm confusing myself. So yeah, just for right now, highlight all of your windows. All of your windows.
I got all the red ones.
Okay. Control Shift and in. Good deal. All right, and make sure that there's what's going on? What's going on there?
I feel like this one's
zoom in
weird.
on that. Okay. Yeah, that one's messed up too. Okay, select that face right there, Sydney. Select that face. Delete it. And go back into vertex or edge mode. I'm gonna show you how to do this on edge mode. Select the edge tool. Select that right edge, well that edge, and then select the one on the top left, the edge on the top left. Yeah. Now hit F. There you go. Good deal. All right. So now I need you to select all four of those faces that's facing you. Those, that one. Oh, no, 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 face select.
Hold on, face.
Select that one, select that one. Now select the insides. Oh, no, 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 don't select that one. Select the ones on the inside of those faces that you selected. Hit P. Selection. Now select the faces that's over to your, the window that's over to your left. Select that one, and then the one on the inside of it. Hit P. Okay, good deal, good deal. All right, so now what we can do now is if you select any one of your windows, well, go make sure you're in object mode. Go back into object mode. All right, and so select that front window, that one right there. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to hit scale on the, oh, no, 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 not the y-axis. Right click on that window, set origin to geometry. Make sure you right click on all your windows and set origin to geometry. You sure that's highlighted? Did you want to make sure it's highlighted yellow? There you go. Right, good deal. All right, and then the ones in then the one in the back. All right, now we're set to go. Okay, so the window that's at the front, you'll click on it. You will hold Shift and X, I think, and you'll bring those windows a little closer together.
Wait, Shift X?
No, no, right click. All right, scale in X.
Oh, S. Okay, S, X. Okay.
And then bring those windows closer together. Remember, if you scale too close together, that's what happens. You can't get any closer to the dot because you scaled too close already. So right click. Okay. All right. So bring
Control Z.
no. Bring your mouse a little bit further away from there. A little bit further away. And now hit SX again. Then go in closer. Oh, but you don't want to get too close. That's fine, right? That's fine.
It didn't move.
Right click, zoom in.
Maybe it's in as far as it can go.
It looks like it. That's fine, City. That's fine. That's fine. And then grab the ones that's on the right side, and then you'll hit SY. So scale on the Y. Bring those close together. And then the same with the one in the back, it'll be SX. I think those are SY. Yep. All right, something is, yeah, that's okay. So we'll have to fix that as well. You got a full face that's missing on the inside of that window, but we'll correct that in a minute. Alright, good deal. Okay, so pivot around. Okay, so that window that's to your left, that's right behind Boo Bangers. Yeah, go in, zoom in on that one. Pivot around for me. Pivot around so I can see. Yeah, that's fine too. Just keep pivoting until you can see the inside red of that that wall. Right there. You see that? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we need to click on the house portion. The house portion itself. No, the walls. The walls of the house. and then go into edit mode. Edge select, X-ray mode. All right, so now I need you to pivot in the area where you're seeing it like how it is on my screen, like this right here. You want to see from this perspective. You know, a little bit. Do you want to see the red though? Okay, now zoom in right there where your mouse is. Yeah. Okay, so now using the edge tool, grab that edge to your right, that, and then grab the one to your left. No, 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 no. Go to your left some more. To your right, to your right a little bit. To keep going to right there, that edge. Select that one. F to fill. There you go. Good deal. All right, cool. You are good to go. Okay, so now go back into object mode. Select any one of your windows, any one of them, and go to your material tab. Hit new for new and name that first material glass. And for the base color, change it to a color of glass. Good deal. All right. So now select your next set of windows. And now for the drop down box over on your material tab, that's on your material tab, a little drop down box that's right next to the word that says new. Select glass. All right, and do that for the remaining one that's in the front as well. All right, so all of your windows are glass now, even the one at the front. Good deal. Okay, so now what I want you to do on your material tab, I want you to turn down the roughness, turn up the specular. Well, I turned up my metallic too. I just do that. Yeah, just you can turn all the way up to 1. Just hit all the way up to 1. Turn the roughness all the way to 0. Go down to settings. Scroll down to settings. Where it says blend mode, change that to alpha blend. And then right underneath alpha at the top, go up a little bit, right there. Just move that to your left a little bit and change the alpha and make your glass transparent. And just like that, you have your glass now. Alright, so we have our windows in here. I think those are the only window. Well, it's not the only windows in the house. We still got one that's on the back side here, one that's on the bottom floor. So if you want to, you can grab that. As a matter of fact, I didn't even select that either. Control join. I'm going to edit.
So this one here.
So I'm gonna do those right now. So I can use my edge tool, right? My edge tool, grab these edges, fill. Go on the inside. Grab these edges here, then fill, flip my normal, make sure I got this one out here, so, face select, make sure I got that one out there selected too, then separate, go to object mode, grab that, scale on the Y, oh, nope, because I didn't do a set origin to geometry. Then scale Y. Bring those in. Then change my material to glass. Alright, then got that glass there as well. I can also go to the bottom floor here. Now, with this bottom floor, we don't have a floor in here yet, but we're gonna put one eventually. So in the meantime, you can still do a you can still do a feel on those. selected. Set origin to geometry. Scale on the Y. Bring that in closer and then add my glass material. And then so now this wall that's right here on the porch, since we'll put the door here, but for
I'm
right,
still doing my window.
okay. Well, we're not gonna do the door now. We're not gonna do the door
Oh.
now. We're gonna put one more piece of glass in here. And let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna go grab something to drink
I
real
gotta
quick.
flip my normals. Well, that
Oh,
was
no, do you think I'm gonna have to go grab something to drink real quick? Good.
Oh, I flipped it over.
You got this, city.
I'm trying to remember the command.
I'm not gonna tell you either.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hold on, you trying to flip it? Yeah. Control Shift N. That's not. Yeah. I got you on that one. Yeah, I thought you was doing something else. Ooh. Make sure you got the face selected.
Hold on, I'm busy Googling.
I said Control Shift N.
Control.
Shift and N.
I do. Control. N. That's not what happened.
Make sure you got
No, see what happened?
double check to make sure you have that face selected. Like select something else and then select it again. Is your screen froze? I think your screen is froze, City.
Be slow.
Cause I don't know if it's done or not. Cause I don't see no mouse moving on your screen or none of that. Did my sound just go out too?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you now. Now I hear you. Hello? Okay, let me disconnect and come back in. Alright, let's see here. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, can you see my screen or no?
Okay, now I can see. Okay, so now hit Control Shift N. Okay, so you
Yeah.
did. So that's
This is
and then
What
uncheck the
we have
box. Then uncheck the box. There you go. Remember,
that's what was
re-
happening over here too.
Remember, when you do a control, okay, so when you flip a normal, right? Hold on, before you, let me just explain this real quick. When you flip a normal, if the normal does not flip when you hit Control Shift N, that little menu for recalculating will pop up. Just uncheck the box and it'll flip it, or check the box and it'll flip it. Like it does that from time to time.
Okay. Okay, so I have windows down there. I just need to finish my windows over here. So I need to select this and this. And then scale it. Okay.
It's not separated.
No,
Separate it.
no,
Right
no,
click.
no. Yeah,
Hit P. Hit P. Hit P.
selection, and then do the
And
same.
now go back into object mode, then edit mode again. First go into object mode. Now select the window. Select the window itself. There you go. Now go back in there. Now you can scale from this point if you want to. You don't have to be in edit mode to do it.
So go back to object mode.
And
Click
then
on it.
yep.
Scale Y.
All right. So the reason why it's not doing it is because your origin is not set to the geometry. So right click, and now hit right click again. Set origin to geometry. Now scale on that. There you go. Bam. So yeah, just always keep that in mind too, man. That it's so sometimes it can feel like that is so much, but once you get into the groove of you building, you will automatically know.
So we don't need to be able to do this window, which seems to do this window.
How do you turn on the normals? Because none of my stuff ever turns red, so I must have it turned off or something.
Okay, so what I want you to do is on your screen, if you can see mine, go up here to the little viewport little thingy here, the little drop down arrow, and turn on face orientation. Your whole screen should turn blue.
Oh, it is turned on.
Okay, so it
So I
is
guess-
turned on. Oh, so
Yes.
you should be good then. So click on one of these faces. Just click on any face, right, that you got, and hit Control Shift N and flip the normal and see if it comes up red.
Control Shift N. Yeah, I did that. Nothing happened.
All right, now if this little box popped up down here, open up that little box and uncheck it and check it back and see if it still turns if it still turns red. Does it turn red?
The little box doesn't come up.
And you're in edit mode and you clicked on a face to flip it?
Oh no, I didn't know you had to be in edit mode.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta be in edit mode. So go into edit
Okay.
mode and find any face
Control Shift N.
and click on a face. You got
Okay.
did it come up red?
No, I'm clicking the box on and off and nothing turns red.
All right, so okay, so let's double check to make sure you have this right. So go up to edit mode for me. Go down to preferences. Well, you know the edit at the top. Go to preferences.
Mm-hmm.
Go to is it themes? I believe. Yeah, go to themes and then go to 3D viewport and open that up. 3D viewport.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll all the way down to where it says face orientation back. Does your
Okay.
color that's red look like mine? Or solid red here, then like a little transparent red here?
No, the transparent isn't there.
Alright, so click on the transparent and turn your alpha up to like 0.7.
Okay.
Now you can close that. Now look back at your house. Do you see any red popping up anywhere?
Okay, so the face I just clicked on turned red.
Good deal. So now click back on that face, do Control Shift N, and then if it doesn't flip, go down to the little box and uncheck the box to flip it back.
Okay. Got it.
The hell is this shit?
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Hold on. I'm having a little bit of an issue here with my damn self. Hold on. Fix this. Oh, what's that? G, Y, or X? X. G, X. Oh, man. What that was. Okay, so on this wall here, City, the wall that's right by the porch, let's click on that one and go into edit mode.
This wall here. Hold on.
The wall is on the porch.
Hold on, get stuff somewhere.
You're good. You're good. Take your time. Good.
This wall?
Yes. And then go into edit mode. All right. So now we're going to use our edge tool, and we're going to take this edge here, shift click that edge there. We're going to fill that in with F. All right. Then we're going to navigate to the inside of the house. Going to click that edge there. That's by the wall. No. The one on the
Wrong one.
and then that other one there, and then we're gonna fill that one in.
Now we have to flip the normals on those.
Yep. Oh no, you don't have to. Oh no. But you're in edit mode. Control Shift in. You can only flip normals in edit mode. There you go. All right. So now we're going to hit. Now we're going to make sure that we have both of those highlighted. So hit that wall there. Make sure you're in face select. Select that wall. Hold Shift. Select that wall right there. Both of those walls that's on the outside. Make sure you have both of them selected. Okay, cool.
Inside.
Then hit P to separate. Then go back into object mode and then select that wall and make it your glass color, your glass texture.
You like to set object to geometry anyway?
Yes you do. Because then from that point we can do a scale on the X and then scale that in close together. Bam. Going on something. No, you're scaling. You're scaling on the X. Scale on the. You're scaling on the Y. Scale on the X. There you go. All right. Cool beans. So we have glass around the entire house. You know what? Before we end this, let's hide the bottom image down here. So click on the bottom image and click H to hide it. And then while you're in object mode, Shift A and add a cube. Lower the cube on the Z. Go underneath your house. Put your snap tool to face project and snap the top of that cube to the bottom of your house.
I'm sorry, snap the cube to the bottom of the house.
Mm-hmm. Hold control.
I got it.
All right, and then you can do a top view. Hit G, move your cube to like maybe the little center area. So put your cube like in the center of your house, all that good little stuff. You can just hit G and move it. Since you're looking at it from a top face, it'll only move on the X and Y planes. Then hit Scale and Shift Z to minus everything but that, and scale it up to cover the area of your house. Oh no, make that, yeah, blow that thing out. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Blow that thing out, city. Blow that thing out, girl. Go on, blow that thing out. Make that thing big, there, cuz. There you go. Right there, you can look at it from another perspective. Then you can go into edit mode.
No.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. All you have to do is go underneath your house. Go zoom. Zoom in underneath your house. Go to one of those. See that block that's at the very edge at the bottom down there?
Yeah.
No. To your left. That one right there. In the middle. The middle one. The middle. Put your mouse on that flat. Yeah, on that flat part. Now hit G. Nope. Select your cube again. So the cube that's underneath the house. Select the cube. The cube that's underneath the house. Yeah, that one right there. All right. Now pivot back. Put your mouse right there. Do not click anything. Now hit GZ. Hold Control. Left click. There you go. Wham bam. Yep. All right. So now you can go into edit mode of the cube itself. And be on face select. You select the bottom face of the cube. And then hit GZ and raise it up. So, about right there or something. Yep. And then from that point, I'll show you how to, we'll do a whole bunch of loop cuts, you know what I'm saying, to cut into this thing, you know what I'm saying, to kind of shape it how we want to shape it to go with the bottom of the house. If you want to have like a little carport there, you know what I'm saying, all of that good little stuff. Then plus also you're also going to be cutting this for your materials to go on the inside as well. Like if this is the inside of the house or whatever, you know what I'm saying, we'll be doing we'll have our snapping tool on vertex, because we'll be snapping like a lot of stuff to edges. See how that snapped to that edge right there, and then we'll do maybe another one over here, snap it to that corner right there. You know, but you don't necessarily. I'm actually gonna probably undo all of this in a minute. But this is just to give you some context of.
What next classes?
Yeah, well, probably not even the next class, because we still have to do the door. This is gonna be when we start getting into texturing. And texturing is going to probably take about maybe 2 or 3 classes. But yeah,
What if your normal doesn't flip?
A little box is going to come up in the bottom left-hand corner that's going to say recalculate normals. Open up that box and uncheck it.
Where's this inside?
Yes.
Yep,
Yes, that's what was happening to me.
Yep.
Yeah, so I click it off and it's still red.
Do you have that red face selected with the face tool?
Yep.
Okay, so that means there is a bigger problem at hand. Are you able to share?
Great.
Are you able to share your screen?
I can. I'll have to switch it over to my.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry then. Okay, so.
We can do it after. I don't want to do it during class. It's fine.
All right. Okay. So next class we will do this door here. We'll do the door, and we'll start setting everything up for our texturing class. That should be a lot of fun. And if you but yeah, play around with your house and stuff. If you want to put some sky windows up here, you can.
Can I select 2 parts of the object and then go into edit mode so that I can snap to a different object?
Because your roof is way too low. It's supposed to be on the top up there. You see how your roof is cutting into. Let me show you. Look at my screen real quick. You see when I click here, this right here is completely separate from this. See how it's this selects down here, that selects up there, but yours actually cuts into this portion down here when it's supposed to be connected to the top.
So I need to raise it up on the Z?
Yes, but we need to know what we're gonna raise up on the Z. Like,
We're
will
not
it?
taking the whole thing.
Right. Give me a orthographic view. Yeah, from a Y or X. All right, and zoom. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right.
See, this is what I was noticing right here.
Right. So, hold. Do GZ. Raise it up. Raise all that up.
Like that's what I wanted to do right
All
there.
right. Raise it up some more. Give it a gap so we can see. All right. So, lock that in. Lock that in. And now, put your mouse on the bottom corner. Right there, and then GZ. Hold control. Lock it in. There you go. And now now yeah, pivot around and let's see some other areas to make sure.
So there's something wrong with that wall because see how it overhangs.
Yeah, you can, yeah, that's, you can, yeah, that's up, yeah, you can fix that. But before you fix that, you need to get a wider view of anything else that's gonna need to be fixed.
Well, this whole area over here because I noticed it when we were doing it. See how this, hold on. See how there's like this little overhang all the way around.
Yep, yep, yep.
So somehow my second floor became smaller than my roof.
So yeah, you'll need to do a lot of snapping to line all of that stuff up. Got to give you some practice on
So that's what I did after the last class. I stayed in here and I snapped like for like a half hour getting everything to line up, but apparently I didn't do it well because now nothing lines up. Which is bizarre.
all you gotta do is do a little look at my screen real quick, Sydney.
Yeah.
All right, so say for instance, go into X-ray mode. Say for instance, all of this right here was over there, right?
Yeah.
What I would want to do is I want to grab all of this first. I want to grab this next, but the one that I want to move to snap is the one that I select last, which will be this one right here. Then from that point, I can hit G, Shift Z, well, G, Shift Z, what the hell, what the fuck?
Welcome
Okay,
to my world.
there we go, Shift Z. So I can move that back right there, right? So now since this is the last one that's selected, I know that because it's the one that's highlighted white. So now if I hit G, Shift Z again, and then just click on that one, it should line up. But then I could hit Y, and it's still, why is that not lining up? Why is that doing that? Oh, that's right, because it goes with the furthermost tip. Let's go here back to median, or no, active element. There we go. So now, make sure that when you grab these points that you put this on the active element. That way it snaps by the one that's active. See, if I hold shift here and then shift here, this is the active element. So now if I was to hit G, Shift Z and try to snap right here, it's supposed to snap by the active element, but apparently it's not. It's doing some dumb shit. That's interesting. It's not supposed to do that. It's acting, this thing is acting
See,
dumb.
I'm contagious. It's rubbing off on you.
just you know just do your best and try to line it up to by what you want, because I'm gonna be honest with you, all of these houses that y'all are making are not gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's as you get better at doing these, then they'll come in to be, you know what I'm saying, they'll come in to be a little bit more how you want. You know, so it just takes time. You know what I'm saying? It just takes time. Trial and error. You know what I'm saying? The more and more you build, it'll start to become ingrained in you of having certain stuff lined up to where you don't have to make a lot of these corrections and stuff once you're done. You know, doing a build. You know what I'm saying? It'll just come second nature to you. All right. All right. So for this next class, we will get into doing the door. We'll try to add the door and we'll start setting everything up for texturing and materials and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You'll notice you'll be able to you'll highlight different areas of your house, you know what I'm saying, remove all of that shit, you know, just to get into a certain area to texture that area. You know what I'm saying? Like your roofs and stuff, because that's why we keep a lot of these things separate. You build in sections, you know, so that way you're able to easily texture stuff. Alright. Alright, so do we have any questions? Any other questions before we end the class for today?